All right. The best way to learn from this course, according to me, right? This is how I learn stuff and how I make sure that the information that is being passed is actually a knowledge and that I follow through with the method. Obviously, some people are comfortable with other different types of studying, let's call it that. But what I feel it really works for me, it's taking notes at each section or each lecture. I take some notes. If I'm watching a video course or a documentary that I'm doing research about, then I take notes as I go along each lesson. And then at the end of every section, what I do is I normally review my notes and I try to understand if just by looking at it, everything is clear to me. And if not, I go back and I rewatch that specific lesson or a specific part of a lesson. And then what I do is I immediately go down to work, get to work after finishing a section. So most people can do after a lesson, and that's great. I just feel I have to acknowledge the entire section before starting to work, right? But if you want, and I recommend you to do that, you should start doing what I propose in each lesson immediately after each lesson. Don't be afraid to pause the lesson even in the middle if you want to, and then just get to it and do it. I, for once, prefer to do it at the end of each section, but I leave that up to you. But remember to take a lot of notes of the very important things that we'll be covering here. And if you follow this section by section or lesson by lesson, you're gonna see progress at every lesson or every section that you go through, and that's great, because in the beginning you had nothing, and then at 20% of the course, then probably 1/5 of your product is already developed, and that's great. Now, obviously, in the beginning, you won't see this because it's only research. And in terms of research, what I normally do is I bookmark things. Now, I know a lot of other writers, for example, they save to Evernote or to a note-taking platform just specific parts of what they want. I normally bookmark them first, and then I copy them to a Word document so that it makes it easy as I follow along my outline to have the specific research in that specific part of my new product, right? But if you want, you can just save some sections of it. So it kind of goes, it kind of your call to how to take notes and how to learn from each lesson. This is just the method I follow, and obviously over the lessons I'm gonna tell you do this and do that, save this, bookmark that, and I'm gonna be right there by your side teaching you. But I just wanted you to take a moment after this lesson to think how you're gonna take this course and how you're gonna learn from it, but more specifically and more importantly, how you're gonna apply it right away. I don't want you take this course and then leave it and then do nothing about it, because that's the worst thing that can happen. You need to apply the knowledge that you have, and you need to develop your product. That's what you're here for. That's what you signed up for. So do that. After this lesson, think it through a little bit, reflect on how you want to learn from this course, which kind of mechanisms you're going to utilize to learn, to apply the knowledge, and then come back to the next lesson. I'm gonna give you a little bashing that you're gonna need to do a little work, just so we are clear on what this Udemy course is all about, and it's a perfect reality check before moving to the next section. I'll see you there.